You're about to witness a magical cookie makeover. It starts with a bit of store-bought dough, but the end result tastes like the cookie shop. Courtney Rich joins me in the kitchen to share her recipe for cluster cookies. It's so good to see you.
Oh, it's always great
I
to be
missed
back.
you. It's been a minute.
I missed you last time.
Oh, that must be it.
Oh, well, always.
There's a story behind these cookies.
Okay, that's probably the most important thing, and I've actually never shared them before. This is the first time on your show in the book that I'm sharing this recipe, and it's because I started making these when I was probably about 14 years old in high school. So this is one of the oldest recipes I've made that I learned to make, and it was very simple, which I think is why I liked it so much, because I felt like I could do it as a teenager. I tweaked it over the years, but it was something I started to bring every Christmas to my best friend's Christmas party. The night of Christmas, they would have, what is it, like a boxing party? Or is that what it's called?
I think so.
And I would go to the Philpotts. They lived down the street from me, and I would always bring my cookies. And I started to notice that Mandy and her brother and her sister and her parents would hide the cookies. They weren't actually out for people to eat. And they're like,
no. Courtney, thank you for this beautiful plate.
Yes.
Scurry to the pantry.
And they would save them, and they're like, no, Courtney's cookies are our cookies. So then I would bring 2 full batches. So one for the party, one for the Philpotts. And then fast forward to college during a time that was a bit hard for me. And I asked them if I could live with them that summer. And they, of course, said yes. They were like my second family. And I said, okay, well, what will you charge me for rent?
What's my rent?
And Bob and Margaret said, you make your cookies, you don't need to do anything else. So I say in the book, they literally paid my rent. And so I think they've just been kind of this like extra special cookie in my life after Bob passed away, and just the Philpotts are such a huge part of my life and a special part, and I'll tear up talking about them too much. They've always been, for me, the Philpott cookie, even though they were ones that I made for them.
And isn't this like baking and cooking and kitchen space is stories and memories and relationships? I love that so much.
I love it. And so you're gonna die, but it's the easiest recipe to make.
Prove it.
Because look what it starts with.
Okay, she proved it.
She did it.
She did it. Dough drop. Boom.
Okay, but here's the thing. It has to be this one. It has to be the Pillsbury rolled cookie dough.
Love a girl with an opinion.
You know how they have the flat ones and you just like snap the cookies out of it?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Not acceptable?
No, they don't do the same.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is. It's this one that is the key. And so it's one of these. We have that in there.
Okay.
Will you throw in the peanut butter?
Oh, here it comes. Look at all these goods.
So you have a 3/4 cup peanut butter. I love my Skippy, and we're just gonna mix those two.
We're gonna file that under things we never thought we'd see on TV. I love my Skippy.
My Skippy. People in my classes and on, the gram know that I am a Skippy peanut butter person, so I always point that out.
I would think you were a healthy, being the runner that you are, you would say something like Adam's peanut butter, but no. She goes for the Skippy, and that's why we love her.
Absolutely. Okay, the next thing we're gonna put in are all the other things. So you have 3/4 cup oats, and then we're using semi-sweet chocolate chips. That's the 1/2 cup. We're gonna do a 1/2 cup of the M&Ms. Now the other thing I get picky on is the brand of your peanut butter chips. The Reese's peanut butter chips just taste better than anything else. So that's another 1/2 cup of those. Hello Simple.
That's it?
That's it. Okay, now, right? So as a teenager, you can imagine I could go into the kitchen and whip this out no problem and feel like, oh my gosh, I just made the yummiest. And then the reaction that the Philpotts and friends would always give me was such a big one. I'm always like, I was the best.
It's the best when you can do a hair toss of acceptance.
Exactly.
Toss, you are welcome.
Okay. So I have done them in a couple different sizes. We've got a little bite size one. Those are the ones where you're like, you eat one and you're like, oh, I gotta go back for another one because it's so little.
But they're big. You've done substantial size.
Yeah, and so that's about a 1.5 ounce scoop. And then look at these big ones too.
Oh, lady.
Right? Those are like twice the size. You bake them at 350. The small ones for about 7 to 8 minutes. The bigger ones for 10 to 12. They are gonna be soft, and I think that's where the magic of the pre-made sugar cookie dough comes from, because when you bite into those, they just kind of melt in your mouth.
Okay, I can't wait.
Will you eat one?
What? Do you know me at all?
You know how much I love watching you eat a treat with me.
Oh, it's so good.
Isn't that just...
I've got cookie crumbs all over my lip gloss lips, and I don't even care. That is so good.
So one of just the simple recipes in the book. This is kind of the prequel.
Hold on.
To
don't just you casually reference the book. This is the book. You have Cake by Courtney on your shelf. I do. Now we have
Bake by Courtney.
It's so genius. What is in this book?
Okay, so this one is kind of the prequel to Cake by Courtney. Let's just kind of build some of that confidence and that joy of baking with simple things maybe we're used to. My mom's peach crisp and her lemon bars are in there. These cookies. So we go 8 chapters of cookies and then bars. Then you have non-pastry pies like a peanut butter pie. There's trifles in that chapter, so it's called non-pastry pies and other sweet treats. And then we start going into the cakes, but we start really simple.
Okay.
With small cakes like a little loaf cake, cupcakes, bundt cakes, sheet cakes, and then 1 chapter of layered cakes. And then hopefully you're feeling like, okay, now I'm ready for those layered cakes, right? We're just kind of building blocks.
Congratulations. I asked Courtney, did you know when you did Cake by Courtney that Bake by Courtney was coming? I mean, the fact that I can have a companion of this pretty girl on my kitchen counter, and I do. I have a line of cookbooks of all my friends that I'm so proud of. It's the best. Where do we get this?
Okay, this is going to be available November 3rd on my website, and I'll be at Pinners Conference signing copies, actually selling cake this year too, so it's going to be bananas.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much. Go to Cake by Courtney's website. We'll link you there and circle November 3rd.
November 3rd.
November 3rd. We'll link you to her Instagram too if you aren't already following. I'm sure you will.